Make sure you stay till the end because I do have a very important announcement to touch on. So yeah, make sure you stay till the end of this video. Oh, hey, what's up you guys? How's it going? It's Papa. And today we're going to be taking a dive into my going second Salamangreat list that I have been playing for the current May 2021 format. My throat's a little bit sore, so I have been, it's been a little bit harder to make videos, so if my voice is a little raspy, I do apologize, but it happens. Salamangreat is a deck that I always go back and forth between playing because I never really know what I want to play. With all the decks that I have, I find the one that I do go back to playing the most is ABC, Infernoid, and Salamangreat, but I feel like those are just because those are the decks that I know the most. So it's always best to play what you know as opposed to playing the best deck, because if you play the best deck but don't know what you're doing, then is it really the best deck? Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into things, shall we? Okay, so let's jump into what we're playing here. So starting off with the main deck, this is a very go second strategy for Salamangreat. I know everyone's used to seeing Salad go first, especially on my channel. I've always put going first build as Salad, but now I'm going second. It's basically the same monster lineup. I still like Debug over Buffalo. You can do whatever you want, but I just prefer 3 Debug. I do not like Buffalo. And then 2 copies of Foxy, and the 1 Gazelle, double Spinny, double Jaguar, and then in this build I decided to change it up. Instead of playing the Falco as I always do, I play the Fowl instead in the beautiful new Ultra Rarity. But the reason I like Fowl in this deck now, because we are going second, is because I do like having the ability to be able to summon one of my Salad monsters and then summon the Fowl to help you link climb. And then the other good thing about Fowl too is that it acts as a Night Beam for the turn. So being able to just send a Salad card that you control to the graveyard to target a random set that your opponent controls, and then it can't be activated the turn, it's really good. So I do like having Fowl for that aspect. Everything else is just the same from the last few times I've talked about Salad. If you need explanations, go check them out. They're all over the channel. But for other monsters, we play the 3 copies of Exceed still. I kind of wanted to cut it down to 2 because I don't like seeing multiples of this, but I'm still playing 3 just to see it, and then you can always find out the third going first or second game 2 and 3. And then hand traps, I do play a lot more because this is a going second build. With the popularity of every Link deck going on right now, I did decide to max out on Phantasme because Phantasme really got its shine in Salamangreat. So I do think playing 3 of it and going second is the way to go now because it gets you into your hand traps. So 3 Ash because it's a fire and you can always add it back. I never play this card. I do not like this card, but I play 3 Gamma and the Driver because I've always had the worst luck with it. The only time I ever really play this is Infernoid, but in this deck is really good if you can connect with Gamma because it's good when you have cards like Circle, when you just when you're going second in general, it makes your opponent stop their turn because they can't call by the grave it, and that comes up a lot. So 3 Gamma because it's great. And then the last 2 hand traps I play are the 2 Nibiru. You arguably don't have to play this. These could be Ghost Ogres or they could be droplets if you have them. I don't have droplets, but if you do, I'd probably play those. We do play a lot of hand traps, but that's going to round up the monsters for the main deck. For spells, I play 3 Desires still, 3 copies of Signet Mining, and then a new addition, since we are going second, I play 3 copies of Super Polymerization. The reasoning behind Super Polymerization is because when you go second, you can ditch your dead Salamangreat cards. If you open up Debug, Salamangreat card, ditch the Salad card, and then suck up your opponent's board. I only play 1 target, but I side the other one. But you definitely want to have a way to out your opponent's board. So 3 Super Poly in the main deck. I still play the 2 copies of Will. I've just been debating cutting this down to 1 and then siding out the second Exceed so I could play 2 copies of Ghost Ogre, but I just decided to keep the 2 Will in there just in case. And then 1 Sanctuary, 1 Circle, and then I only play 2 traps in the main deck, and that's the 1 Rage and the 1 Roar. But I won't go too in-depth in all of those because it should all make sense. If not, then just do the math. It's a 41 card main deck. We're gonna go straight into the extra deck because I feel it's the most important. 3 Baylings and 3 Wolf, 2 Heat Leo. I usually never make this. I honestly kind of just don't want to play it at all, but I feel like you just need it just in case. Next I play the Splash Mage, also in the new Ultra Rare with the Update Jammer because this combo is still broken. Transcode Talker, Nightmare Unicorn. I wasn't going to play Phoenix, I just thought Unicorn would just be better because it's more versatile and you have a better chance at making it into your later games too. One Trisbana because it's still a blowout, and then the one Axis Code. Debatably, if you want, you could play another Link 4 or you can play an Xyz. I don't. I know I'm pairing Parallel Exceed, but their point in the deck is to help you Link climb. So I just thought if you play an Xyz, it's kind of just going to waste your turn. And then the last card I play is a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon because this is your main target off of Super Poly because you're most likely going to be seeing Dragon Link everywhere. And if you do, you can also suck up a Shaddoll window with this. It's really good. But that's it for the extra deck. Going into the side deck, we play 3 copies of Lancia. I didn't want to play any other hand trap because I just wanted to use the ones that I find to be the most impactful. So I thought 3 Lancia is good because it hits Shaddoll, it hits Invoked, well I guess they're basically the same deck, but it hits all those, it hits Dragon Link, and then it hits Dinosaur. I really hate playing Dinosaurs, so this is really good against that. Since we are going second most of the time, we play the 1 Pankratops, and then the 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More with the 1 Feather Duster. So these are all my going second cards. If I find whatever I'm going up against to just be really cancer, the cards that I have in the main deck can just be sided out for these. But that's just in case I am going to keep going second. Odds are my opponent's going to make me want to go first if I'm blind seconding with Salamangreat. But if they do make me go first, then I play 3 copies of Solemn Strike and then 3 copies of Anti-Spell. Anti-Spell is just really good against Shaddolls and Dragon Link because they basically just have to set their whole turn since they mainly rely on their spells. And at Strike, you know how I feel about Strike in all my profiles. I think it's just the best trap card in the game. So you definitely want to max out on that if you're going first and playing trap cards. And then the last card I play is an Invoked Elysium because the Invoke matchup is really bad against your deck because Mechaba will get rid of your Salamangreat cards as opposed to just sending them to the graveyard, which is where you want them to be. So if you get rid of the Mechaba as fast as you can, you have a better chance at winning the game. But yeah guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the deck profile today. And yeah guys, that's it. So thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, favorite, subscribe for more, all that shit. But yeah, I really think that Salamangreat is a really good going second deck right now. I mean, you can still go first with it if you prefer that style. That's up to you. I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but I'm not going to say that you're right either. Just because I feel like right now in the format, it's better when you have Dragon Link running around, you have Invoked going around, Eldritch, like all these cards that you put in for going second just counter those going first decks specifically. But what do I know? I just play cards here. But yeah guys, I will be taking a brief hiatus, so videos will not be as consistent as they used to be. I know I wasn't really the most consistent, but that's just because I work a lot, I have my girlfriend, and now I have my daughter, and I love her to death. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking some time just to relax with them. I go back to work here, I believe on the 10th is when I go back to work. So I'll probably try to squeeze in at least another video or 2. If not, then you'll probably have to wait until live play comes back. And it is actually coming back here in Southern California, so once that does happen, expect more videos, and then expect like deck profiles from other people, expect like maybe gameplay if I can get gameplay working. But again, it does have to fall in line with what my schedule is. It's a little hard to do so right now, but once I get in the swing of things, things will be much easier. Till next time guys, this has been Papa, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Take care everyone.